welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Burrow. Short pass to Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Again, it's Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's 3rd and 3. Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A curious decision to go for it, but it... First down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they get. Now Ball loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty, and the Bengals will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to separate and play their game and defend that advantage.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
These 2 teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 2nd and 5.
Mixing up the middle. There he goes, right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So that one play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
No, we changed it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The Ravens at 7-5 now of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Again, Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Inside give to Davis. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Duvernay in motion.
They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though, 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out, and the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On 1.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
12.
Here's Burrow. Short pass to Howard. On the move past the 40. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
Here we go.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Incomplete.
I'm liking what I've seen from this defense because their coverage has been better to shut down runners so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
So
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Play action. Now Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And they're going to have a 1st down and also well into field goal range all the way down to the 15 here.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half. And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 26-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Danny! Middle. You at X.
Here's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Let's go. Yo.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
11. A gain of 3 on the play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
11 Thomas. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
On 2nd and very short, Burrow.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Ravens 28, Bengals 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Jamar Chase.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2. Brings up
Jackson.
at the 6-yard line.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bengals 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here comes third and about a foot. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
I'm one, Rick.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
12. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But
and this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit.